quit prostituting or any of that. And she's trying to blame me for the she lost her kid. Well, I wasn't the one that went to the hospital with drugs in my system and to make you lose your kids. I wasn't the one while your kids were sitting at the hotel room and I was watching them and they were running fevers for 3 days and sick. And you had to keep taking yourself to the hospital because supposedly you weren't feeling good. 3 times in a row in one night. And you call an ambulance out there while you got drugs. How is that my fault you lost your kids? Oh, because I didn't show up at the hospital when they took your kids. Well, I told you I had to go to work that day. I was not going to be able to sit in the hospital with you all day long with the kids. So you left them with Drew, somebody you didn't even know.
Oops. Sorry. So, anyway, the issue is that her sister's stepdaughter is calling threatening Shelly because Shelly won't give her a place to stay when Shelly doesn't really have a place to stay herself. So anyway, so Shelly calls her mother and has a conversation with her to try to get her mom to talk some sense into him.
Damn.
And Shelly's just leave me alone. And Shelly's mom drops a bombshell. And
not only does she have Crohn's disease,
so Shelly's mom drops a bombshell. I agree. Now, Shelly's mom states, you want to tell them? You want me to?
I don't know. Not only is she not taking her medication, her psychiatric medication, she's schizophrenic and bipolar and all that, and she's refusing to take her medication. On top of that, she's got Crohn's disease. She's refusing to take the medication for that. And now I just found out she has HIV.
So,
Me and my sister used to be so tight. This is my baby sister now.
you know, we have tried to help her before. I mean, Lord knows we have. We've even done this on live videos. But she wants to continue to sell dope, use dope, talk crazy, act violent, and keep prostituting with HIV, which is a serious charge. And I mean, it's out of our hands. It's been out of our hands. We have our, like you said, Lisa, and we have our issues. We don't even have our own place. So, I mean, there's nothing that we can do to help her. Now, she every time that she gets around Michelle, she wants to say, "You're my only sister," and you don't want to help me, you don't want to ride with me and stuff like that. No, absolutely not. We're not on that foolish, stupid stuff. That we're not on that.
Ride or die.
So, I mean, if you know that you're that sick, and she refuses to take her medication for it. So if you know that you're that sick, you have to get yourself together and take your medication and get yourself together before anyone else can help you. Because if you don't want to help yourself, then how do you expect someone else to help you?
Well, how do you expect those babies to get those babies back? You can't even get yourself together.
So I'm not understanding how it's our fault I'm not understanding how it's our issue just because she's a family member. I'm not understanding that. If that was the case, then I would be blaming my family for not taking me in. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. As a matter of fact, I'm a grown man. So, do I was I relying on my family? Was I expecting that? Well, not necessarily expecting it, but it would be nice to get a little bit of help from your family, especially when you're trying to achieve something good. But when you're not trying to do anything to better yourself, then how can you expect someone else to better you?
Yeah, because just about a week ago, I seen her at Walmart, and she's looking really bad. She has, I mean, she's probably in a size 0 now in clothes. And I was trying to explain to her if she gets off the drugs and gets herself together, maybe we could go into a place together, and we could all not be homeless. The first thing that she came out of her mouth was, "If you're coming with me, you need to come now." I said, "No, what I'm trying to explain to you," I said, "and plus I'm waiting on, for some money to get here." "Oh, are you wanting some drugs? I got all kinds of drugs." "No, I don't want drugs. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Get off the drugs and maybe we can help each other out. But I don't want that around me. But I don't want to lose her either."
So that means that the guy that was messaging us on our live video the other day, that was saying that are you that you're still on meth or whatever, he's got HIV.
Terrence Jones.
Yeah, Terrence Jones, or I thought it was Terrell. Is it Terrence?
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Jones. So I don't know what the deal with that is, but no, you can't. But you can't expect someone to help you when you're not trying to help yourself.
No.
We're not trying to force anybody to get help. But you can't expect help when you're not helping yourself. Instead of getting a job, you're out there prostituting. You're still out there doing drugs. You're still out there acting crazy and doing ignorant stuff. I mean, how can you expect anybody to even want to be around you if you're acting crazy like that? I agree. Some people have to learn their mistakes on their own. It's it bothers me because it bothers Michelle, obviously, and I know this. But
Yeah, she's my little sister.
there has to be a line that's drawn. Enough be enough. You know, uh, yeah, we've offered to help her to put her to go in half on an apartment and do all that, but not in the state she's in. The drug use, the acting crazy, to the prostitution and things like that. No, I don't want to be around that, and I'm not gonna be around that, and I don't have to be around that. That's my choice. And for her baby's daddy's daughter to call to message us and threaten to come down here and do something, you know, uh, physical harm because we don't want to put ourselves in that situation. Well, that's taking it to a whole nother level, because what we do is our business. If we don't choose to be around something, if we don't choose to want to help somebody do something, then that's our business. That's our right not to do that. So that's what the issue is. Yes, it is. But it's hard watching somebody fail, especially when they're trying. But if they're not trying, they're creating their own doom. You can talk to them so much, and Lord knows that if they don't want to listen, they're not going to listen. But yeah, if somebody's out there trying to get it and get it hard, then by all means, do anything you can, everything you can to try to push that along. But don't condone something that they're doing wrong by trying to help them. So,
I just don't know.
see, we need.
She's refusing to take her HIV medicine. She's refusing to take her psychiatric medicine. She's refusing to take everything. It's like she's got a death wish.
Well, some people just don't. Some people just don't want their help, and it's a shame that
She's still young. She's only 30.
But just because she has HIV, that doesn't mean that her life is over. There's people live 20, 30, 40, a lifetime. These days especially. Used to be when somebody said that they had AIDS, HIV, it was pretty much over. But nowadays, we're talking about her sister. But nowadays, doesn't necessarily mean that your life is over. So, I don't know what else to do to offer help because, we're still fighting ourselves. Yeah, we're still fighting ourselves. We're still fighting to get more better jobs ourselves. I mean, I'm working 2 jobs, one of them in which I hate and don't like and don't want to work, but I know I have to because we're in the position that we're in. But she doesn't even want to do that. She doesn't want to work. She'd rather prostitute, knowing that she has this.
And she gets a check. She gets a check
And
every month.
yeah,
She's like in
she gets a
get
check.
her life together.
She gets a check. She says she gets $1,300 a month. So I'm not seeing why she isn't in an apartment. Why she doesn't. Well, I do see, but I'm not seeing why she don't want to just reverse that. I mean, it's easy. If you draw a check, it's easy to reverse that homelessness. Wait till you get your check. Boom, you're in. But if you don't have all the money at one time, first month's rent, you gotta pay a application fee, and if there's lights and stuff involved, you gotta pay people to help. It's a lot involved. But if you get $1,300 a month, that's your deposit, that's your rent, lights and water. If you need it, if that's what the apartment requires, and food too. Yeah, I agree, Lisa. I agree. Shit.
Hey, can the family member be out of state to be able to sign her into a rehab?
I don't know.
Because I know Mom would probably do it, and I'll do it. I'll go down to the court and get a piece of paper to have her signed in. Or she ain't able to leave until she's clean.
Well, we're not gonna be able to control that. You might be able to get her admitted, but it's got to be psychological, not drug. I think.
In Iowa, it can be a friend and a family member. Till there's some kind of law. And you go down to the courthouse and you petition for them to put them into a rehab. And they'll go out and put a warrant out for them and get them. and put them into a rehab, and they're not allowed to come out of there until they've completed the program. I need to check into that. That'd be the only way. She'll probably hate me afterwards. But oh well. If it saves her life.
Hold on. Somebody.
Mom did it to her in Iowa.
No, actually, there's no resources to help with the deposits. We've been through that ourselves.
Not here in Kentucky, there ain't.
Yeah, that's true.
Bad boy. I'm gonna have to check into that. If that's possible, there might be a way to help her, but she'll probably hate my guts forever if I do that. But I'd rather save her life and have her hate me forever than to see her out here dying. I'm gonna check into that. And if I can, I'll go down to the courthouse and I will petition for her to be put into a rehab. I mean, she's not only killing herself, but she's killing innocent people out here too. Knowing she's got HIV and still prostituting. Sorry, I'm eating some cookies and cream ice cream. Maybe something. My nerves are tore up after hearing this. I mean, she's my little sister. She's been. I mean, we've been through everything together. She's the only one that I ever got along with. My middle sister, I mean, we never really were as close as my younger sister was. And I just can't believe who she's become. She's always been a little wild, but she's out of control now. And talking about blowing up social services buildings and everything else, it's getting scary. And threatening if she don't get her kids back, everybody's going down. I mean, talking about taking out the whole planet. I mean, she's literally lost it. And believe me, I miss my niece and nephew too. I raised them. I was there when my niece was born. And I love those kids as if they were my own. And I kept telling her that night, quit calling an ambulance, quit going in. You're going, social services are going to get involved. Oh, no, 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 no. I know what I'm doing. I just don't feel good. You know, those two kids were sick, had fevers for 2, 3 days in a row. And I was the one sitting there taking care of them while they were having their fevers and sick. Well, all she cared about was herself and supposedly in so much pain from her Crohn's disease. But a lot of people have Crohn's disease and they don't act the way she was acting. I miss my niece and nephew. I just wish she would get it together. At least for their sake. She claims that she loves him so much. Then get it together. Please, just get it together. For them. And for nobody else, for them. They need you.
Yeah.
I miss little Kimiana.
Here, let me read the comments. No, you're not reading them. Yeah, read the comments.
All right.
Are you serious? You got trolls on this page here? On this post here?
Are you serious? About what now?
Nothing. Don't even worry about it. Just don't pay no attention to them. Well, we've all made a lot of bad decisions, Ann. Lord knows I've made a lot of them. And, I'm just now starting to rebuild those bridges that I burned. And
She's been on that before.
just starting to rebuild them.
And we got her life together, and now what?
My best friend died of a drug overdose April 1st of this year. And
wasn't it not too long ago? Somebody died of rat poisoning being on that synthetic weed.
You say that, but I don't know.
Ice cream is good. I'm gonna make some more. Nothing better than some ice cream, man. Because I need stress. I need some more.
Oh boy. Well, we just basically just wanted to get on here and get some advice. Guys, this is Machiavelli, Circle of Friends. And I've got 177 friends on this page. That's it. And it has gotten almost more views per post than Keeping Up with the Woffords. And Keeping Up with the Woffords was a fairly good, fairly big page. I get anywhere from 150 to 700 views on these posts, and a lot of shares and likes. And I really appreciate everybody's support, especially for this new page. We can't go live on Keeping Up with the Woffords because I think we're in Facebook jail for 30 days or something. So I made this page for people to be able to get a hold of us and contact us. And this page has grown rapidly. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to a lot of our most dedicated friends and our friends and things like that than we ever thought we would, because of people who love us and care and see our struggles.
Yeah, thank you, guys.